The International Space Station is expecting guests for dinner tonight. 3 new crew members will arrive after a speedy trip on a Soyuz rocket. NASA's predicting it will be the fastest trip to the station ever made. Asha Tomlinson is here with the details on what to expect, and we are going to bring this to you live. It is happening in just mere minutes from now. So, Asha, what's happening?
Well, this Russian Soyuz will take off from Kazakhstan. It has a NASA astronaut on board along with 2 Russian cosmonauts. The trip up to the International Space Station will take only 6 hours. That is less time than it takes to fly from Halifax to Vancouver. This is the first time the crew has been on board. A crew has been on board. It's usually gone up unmanned. And it usually takes, say, a U.S. space shuttle 2 days to get up to the ISS. Now, our space and host of CBC Radio's Quarks and Quarks used plates earlier today to show how it works. But this is a really small mission. I mean, where they're in the Soyuz, and it's very small. And so he says that essentially they can't even really move their legs. So that's why this is great for them to get up there so quickly. So it's 4 orbits around. McDonald also says that this short time will limit their time in cramped quarters. Once they get to the ISS, that's where they will be joining Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield and his team. But what we're going to do right now is listen in.
Ignition. Second tower separate. Turbo pumps at flight speed.
We have ignition of the Soyuz.
Excellent thrust.
And liftoff. Liftoff as Chris Cassidy, Pavel Vinogradov, and Alexander Mazurkin are on a fast track to the International Space Station.
Liftoff is everything stable. Vibration with the norm, everything is in nominal condition. 20 seconds. The rocket is in. We're getting nominal telemetry on.
30 seconds into the flight, the rocket is nominal. The crew is doing well. We have good first stage performance. The Soyuz delivering 102 tons of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine. The first stage of the Soyuz measures 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter. It is burning liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of flight.
And if you're just joining us, this is a Soyuz rocket that is taking off for the International Space Station from Kazakhstan at this moment. And as Asha Tomlinson, who has been watching this with me, this is likely to be the fastest flight ever to the International Space Station, a lot faster than the usual 2 days that it's taken in the past.
Exactly. And so there has been other Russian Soyuz capsules that have gone up and taken this amount of time, 6 hours to get to the ISS, but they've normally been unmanned. So this is the first time a crew is on board. And it's likely, we're hearing, to be a success according to space experts, but they had to test it out first, of course. So it's essentially 4 orbits that it makes. And because the Soyuz capsule is so small, this is a good thing for the astronaut and the cosmonauts on board. It'll be less time in cramped quarters, and then they'll be meeting Chris Hadfield at the ISS, of course.
The commander of the ISS, the first Canadian to be a commander. Asha, thank you. Let's just listen in for another couple of seconds.
2 minutes, 5 seconds into the flight, the 4 strap-on boosters have now been jettisoned. These have completed their job and have dropped away at an altitude of 28 statute miles. The Soyuz is traveling at about 3,350 miles an hour now.
Vehicle stable.
And that, again, is the Soyuz rocket going to the International Space Station, the fastest trip ever with crew on board.
There's
a NASA
Chris
astronaut
Cassidy.
And 2 Russian cosmonauts. Joining Canadian commander of the International Space Station, Chris Hadfield, in just 6 hours from now.